middle school. How you guys doing? It is nice out here. It is fall weather. I don't know if you guys like the fall or not, but I love the fall, and I love that it's cool and it's sweater weather. And though here in upstate New York, it could still snow at any point, or even have a 90-degree day. Who knows? But we are talking about essentials of Christianity, and we the last thing we covered was the characteristics of God. And now we're moving on to creation. And this is just such a fun topic. And it seems quick, but there is so much involved in it. So I really, really encourage you to look up the verses that we were going to go through and talk about them, and talk about them in your small group, and with your parents and with your friends. And it's interesting. People hold all different kinds of viewpoints, but I love talking about creation, and God's creation is so amazing and beautiful. First, let's talk about creation was made by God. And it's interesting because all the points, the 4 points that we cover about creation, a lot of it obviously is covered in Genesis. So one is creation was made by God. Creation was made for God. That's 2. Creation was made out of nothing. We're going to stop at the 3 for right now, and we're going to look at Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Boom, right? Creation, things were made by God. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And creation was made out of nothing. God made something out of nothing. And you can read all about it in Genesis chapters 1 and 2. And it's fun. And if you guys grew up at church, you, I'm sure, have read through creation and the story, but really read it for yourselves in the Bible, not just the stories that you heard and the videos that you watch, but really read it for yourself. It's really interesting and amazing. And one of the points of creation was made for God. In Colossians 1:16, it says, "For by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him." And so that's another essential that we talk about when we talk about creation, that creation was made for God. And the last point that we're talking about is humanity was made in the image of God. In Genesis 1:27, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female, he created them. And there is just so much packed in to these verses that we just quickly are breezing through. That's why I really would love if you guys just read more about it, and again talked about it, and we can break this down like we always talk about in our small groups and Wednesday nights when we meet, and really anytime, because you guys can text and email and tons of different ways to get connected. When we meet on Zoom, we could do that. So really read through this week Genesis chapters 1 and 2. It's really interesting and it's fun, and read it even better, like read it outside in God's creation, because that's really kind of cool too. So thanks, guys. It's great to see you guys again, and I will see you all on Wednesday.